Good stuff here on Girl Talk.
That's right, I have a line.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm like, lift and separate.
Bring me spot.
Much better than this, right? This just in.
They're doing like the robot. It's like,
Mechanical toys.
Welcome to Girl Talk, where we're at America's Best Flowers. We'll be talking about how to improve your flower garden and make your home spectacular. We're here today with Z Bella Boutique, and Zoe is going to talk to us about fashion tricks to keep you cool during the summer. Hi, Zoe. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great, great, great. So what type of clothing is best for us fuller women during the summer? And what can we do to look voluptuous and fine and wonderful?
And stay cool.
And stay cool.
Definitely.
And stay
well,
cool,
so
yes.
when it's hot, go to a dress or a skirt before anything else. It's going to keep the air flowing. It's going to keep you cooler. Believe it or not, even a maxi dress over shorts and a tight tank top will keep you cooler.
Maxi dresses are still in, huh?
Oh, totally.
Oh, good. Yay.
I love them.
I love them, yeah.
Yeah.
And they keep you cool, and they're sexy as well,
Yeah.
you know.
And the best part is you only have to worry about putting one thing on in the morning. You don't have to coordinate multiple pieces. So.
Yes, absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about color. You're wearing black today, and we're standing in the sun.
We
We're
are.
starting to heat up.
Yes.
So does color matter?
It definitely does. You want to pick lighter shades if you're going to be outdoors. The darker shades are just going to absorb the heat. So pick lighter shades. Even white head to toe is going to be a very chic look.
Isn't there something about color and like which attracts mosquitoes? Do you know anything about that?
I don't know.
We should Google that.
That's a good one, yeah.
That would matter too.
And what kind of fabrics are good to wear during the summer?
You want to stick with natural fabrics. So when you're shopping, look at the labels. They're going to be on the inside seams. Look for cottons and linens. Anything like that is going to be a little bit more breathable. It's going to wick away the sweat, and if it does get wet, it's going to dry faster.
Okay. On the flip side, what are we looking to avoid? Obviously wool.
Yeah, obviously wool.
Even though that's natural, right?
It is natural, but it is going to keep you a little bit too warm. This time of year, flimsy fabrics, like those thinner, flowy fabrics, are great, but if they're too thin, they're going to just stick to you the second you start to perspire.
Oh, interesting.
So you want to go for those, but think about something with like a little bit more weight to it. Seams or embroidery, it'll keep it hanging a little bit away from your body. So.
Hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
And are there any other fashion tips that you could like share with our audience as far as how to keep cool in the summer?
I could talk all day about it. But when we talk about it with customers too, I would say one of the great things that we tell everybody is to get rid of that padded bra. It's just going to get you hotter. Go for a unlined, lighter weight bra to keep you cool. It's one less layer. And then the other thing is if you're worried about sweating, pick a pattern instead of a solid. It's going to hide any sort of wet marks or anything like that. So.
All right, it's worth mentioning that Zoe is the owner of Z Bella Boutique. It's a plus-size boutique, and you've brought a few examples. Maybe we can take just a quick peek at these outfits. You said this was a maxi.
It's a maxi dress, cotton, so it's breathable.
Love this for the evening, maybe,
Yes,
or the mosquitoes.
exactly. A lightweight layer is always nice for the evening.
And you have jewelry there.
I do, yeah.
I love this one.
Yeah, me too.
Let's take a look at that. This one was amazing.
This is made out of cotton gauze, so it's totally breathable. The air is going to flow right through it. Lighter color for
Jessica,
when you're outside.
check out the pocket.
That's what I was looking
You
at.
could put your whole lunch in this
love
pocket.
that, you know?
So.
And what's underneath? A skirt?
No, it's actually just a wider leg pant. I
that's
love
awesome.
tie-dye, so I had to show
Yeah.
it off. But yeah,
Yes.
just an easy cotton gauze look, head to toe, will keep you really cool.
Definitely this time of year, you can get away with that tie-dye stuff and feel breezy and cool.
Yes.
She's so good at making you look cool and now stay cool too.
Thank you.
Anything else that you want to mention, upcoming sales or special favorites that have come into the store recently?
Oh my gosh, this line, oh my gosh, is flying
flying
out
off
of the
the
store.
shelf. It's
Everybody loves
beautiful.
it. It comes in a ton of bright colors, different bodies and silhouettes. We have a girls' night out coming up in July 16th.
Oh, exciting.
So a
Girls'
little
night
party
out.
at the store.
Oh, it's
Yep.
at the store.
Yep, sale, and we'll partner with other local businesses. It'll be fun.
And we want to remind the audience that this is a plus size store.
Yes,
so in
exactly.
case you're a size 2, you know, maybe you
Yeah.
want to buy jewelry,
yeah,
right?
we start at size 14 and go up from there. So.
Fabulous.
Good to know.
Good to know. Great fashion, Zoe. Thank you for coming to Girl Talk, and we'll be back at Girl Talk.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. You ever get confused about a perennial versus an annual when it comes to flowers? Well, we're at America's Best Flowers out in Cottage Grove. They're going to straighten us out a little bit later. Right now, we're talking hair. Now, if you've had any concerns about thinning hair, losing hair, our next guest might be able to help you. This is Bobby Peterson. She's an independent market partner for Monate Hair Products. Welcome to Girl Talk.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Hello. So let's start a little bit at the beginning. How did you hear about Monate?
I first heard about Monate when I after I had my daughter, I had severe postpartum hair loss and my hair was just falling out in chunks. I was on a prescription. I tried every single product under the market.
How alarming.
And yeah, it was awful.
It's
It
always a
was,
shock.
it's your crowning glory and it was not there anymore. And so what had happened is that I was in the doctor's office and the PA actually recommended the product to me. She just said, hey, just go out and check this product out. It's not something that they sold in the doctor's office, but she just said that she had some friends and family that had some really good luck with it. So that's how I was introduced to the products. And I started about 3 years ago. I have been using it exclusively for 3 years. And within about 3 or 4 months, I saw a huge difference in my hair. It completely did what no other product on the market did for my hair.
Well, it's looking good now.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Pretty.
And it's alarming when you're losing hair, and I've been through
Yes.
it, alopecia and all those
Yes,
symptoms,
yes.
right? So what is Monate?
It's a hair care line. It's a naturally based hair care line. And it actually works by removing all of the wax and the buildup and everything that's in your hair from using products from years and years of use. It kind of cleans the follicles of your hair and it just makes your hair more healthy.
Wonderful.
Well, that's really good to do with your hair when it comes to the healthy aspect of that. And I too, as someone that deals with thinning in general, so I'm like that. There's an option.
Yep.
that way.
There's the active ingredients in the product is Capixyl, which is a hair stimulation and a hair growth.
Oh, so there's that
ingredient.
too. Okay.
Yep, so definitely people who use it experience more hair. It makes your hair grow faster, it makes your hair fuller, and it promotes new growth.
And gives you
So-
confidence as
It
well,
does,
right?
it does.
When we have great hair,
Yes,
we just want to show it, right?
Absolutely. I had a lot of balding, like right in my crown from the postpartum, and it
Right.
completely filled in everything. So.
Awesome.
That is really amazing. Would you say that, what are the most popular products? Because is it just for hair thinning and loss, or do you have...
Anyone can use the products.
Okay.
It is most people get into it right away and just do the shampoo and conditioner as just a base set. That's what I used for over 3 years. About a year ago, maybe about a year and a half ago, I started to use the styling products, and I absolutely love them so much that that's when I decided to upgrade my subscription into a market partner subscription because I wanted a better discount on the products because I was using so much of them.
Awesome. And for someone like me that I'm always trying new products and I haven't
Yes.
found that right one, how can I order?
You can order, there's 3 ways how to order. The first is a retail, and where you'll just kind of pay full price for the products. The second way is sign up to be a VIP, and you get a 15% discount on all of the products. The only catch is that there's a $20 one-time fee, and you have to commit to 3 orders over your lifetime. You can space them out however you want, and the order has to be a minimum of $84. But you can cancel anytime. You can actually, if you try something out, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee where you can send in what you don't like. But the company itself has a less than 1% return rate on the products. So hopefully you will like it.
And those details will be on the website, right?
Yep, everything is on the website. And then the third way out of order too is to actually become a market partner. When you go that route, you actually get a $30% discount on all of the products, and you're under absolutely no obligation to sell. It's a $20 fee, but it's a yearly fee that comes with that. And so that's what I did before I started to become the independent market partner.
It's
where
really
I started.
gratifying too, right? Because
Yes.
you see the changes in those who are buying from
Yep.
you,
Oh.
from thinning to like
Yep.
the glorious crown.
Yep.
And,
I bet there's a lot of great before and after pictures.
There is. My whole family uses it, my whole friends, everything. So
Well, I'm glad it helped you. Maybe it can help you or someone that you know too. That's Monate Hair Care Products. Alrighty, we'll be right back with more.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We're out at America's Best Flowers in Cottage Grove. We'll be talking with them a little bit later about planting flowers for your home. But speaking of home, we're joined here with Matt Winsenreed. He is a team member at the Realty Executives here in Madison. And you know, Matt, thank you so much for being here and chatting with us. This is a really important time for people to be thinking about buying houses, and you sell in Madison residential, correct?
Yeah, correct, exactly.
So I'm really intrigued about your process, and we talked earlier before the taping that you're part of a team. So you touch on that a little bit about your team and the importance of it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's really important right now. So I run the Matt Winsenreed Real Estate Partners team with Realty Executives. There's 9 of us on the team, and everybody has their specific role. So we have buyer agents who only work with buyers. We have marketing coordinator, transaction coordinators. And so when I developed my team, I wanted to make sure people's personalities match the role. And so when you're working with our team, it's people who are in their sweet spot. So everybody loves what they do. I'm not the best with attention to detail. I can handle it, but I have a transaction coordinator whose personality is details, and she absolutely loves combing through the contract, looking for the dates, looking for the different contingencies, and making sure all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed. And then I have buyer agents who are super personable, and you just love the opportunity just to hang out and talk with them, and they're great with working with buyers and making them feel comfortable throughout the process and stuff like that. So we're having this a well-rounded team that caters to our clients is really the goal, and we're really happy with the people we have on our team right now.
And that's really important to have a great team that's synergistic, that you can give a great customer service, model to your potential buyers, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
what would you say makes your team that much more reliable or special?
Yeah, well, like you said, we really want to cater to our clients and make sure the experience is awesome from start to finish. So we do little things throughout the process with both our buyers and our sellers to make sure that we're just doing a little bit more than what they'd expect. Hopefully sometimes even a lot more than what they'd expect.
Yeah.
And make sure that, yes, we'll accomplish your goal, we'll get your home sold, we'll find the property that you're looking for and make sure it's smooth, but there's different touches along the way that we implemented to really stand out, which I love. So working with us, it's not just a transaction. We're not just going to check you off the box and move on, but we really want to make sure that you have such a great experience. You're telling your family, your coworkers, your friends, and coming back to us and working with us in the future.
And it's such a familiar, nice feeling to do that, because I think buying houses, people think of it as an intimidating, stressful experience, but the way your approach is with your team members, it kind of eliminates that in a sense.
That's the goal. Absolutely. It can be very stressful and intimidating. So if we can come in with an approach that makes them feel comfortable from start to finish, it's not only going to make it a more enjoyable process for them, but it'll be for us as well. So it's a great
It's our best friend. I mean, Matt, I expect to buy my home from you. You're going to be coming over to my house
cocktails,
all the time, babysitting my daughter.
Sure. Yeah,
He's got a daughter. You can do that.
Yeah, that's a hope. I mean, we are very personable, and we really want to get to know our clients and stay in touch with them. We also do different events throughout the year. We have a movie morning coming up in July where we rent out a movie theater and do a kids movie, and an opportunity just to see our clients and have them come out and bring your daughter and stuff like that. Yeah, Incredibles too. So absolutely, if that's yeah. So we'll do that. We do a family event in the fall where we go to a farm and corn maze, and then we do bowling in the winter, and we just came back from our brewer game. So again, we stay in touch with our clients. We want to make sure that not only is it we do a great job during the process, but stay in touch afterwards.
That's awesome.
So the market's not that great, or that's what we're hearing. So can you talk a little bit about why someone would want to buy a house at this time?
Yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely. It's great for sellers for the most part. And then for buyers, it can be very active and challenging. So working with a realtor and somebody who knows your market, knows the area that you're looking in really well, is going to really be key to being able to make it a little more enjoyable, and maybe having a realtor that knows that neighborhood specifically that you're looking in. So get an idea as to what's coming on the market before it actually does. So I'll give you an insider, advantage to that. So yeah, it is a pretty tricky market for sellers. You definitely want to take advantage of the buying season right now and get your house on the market this summer before things start tapering off.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, you know a lot, and like I said, I think we all need to hang out after this.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah,
So if you're thinking about buying a house, or even really just wanting a conversation, it sounds like we can just call you. You know your person, Matt Winsenreed, over at the Realty Executives. We'll be right back after Girl Talk.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We're here at America's Best Flowers in Cottage Grove, talking about everything beautiful that has to do with flowers. We'd like to introduce you to Assistant Manager of the Perennial and Shrubs, Deb Rhines. And Deb, it's so nice to have you here and for us to be here as well. We're talking perennials. Why is June month about perennials?
Well, June is probably the month that your perennials are going to bloom the more of the perennials are going to bloom in the month of June. We have perennials that bloom all summer, but the majority of them will bloom in June. So that's why they bloom. That's why it's perennial month.
Can we just jump in right here and clarify the difference between a perennial and an annual? Because
I had to ask this earlier.
Yeah.
That's a question that many people they get it mixed up. Annuals. Annual is a flower that grows that you come and pick out, and it only survives the season. A perennial is something that will last in your garden for many years to come. And that's why people love perennial gardening.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thanks for clearing that up, especially for me, because I really didn't know the difference between those. So you have an event coming up on June 16th, and it's
Yes.
called the $1 Million Pollinator. And I love the title for one thing, but could you tell us a little bit about what it is?
Well, we're encouraging, it's a public awareness to get at least 1 million people, and it's the whole month of June, to get people to plant more butterfly pollinators, such as Asclepias, which is your common butterfly weed, and many other plants, the salvias, everything that the butterflies can lay their eggs on.
Okay.
And so, with obviously without pollinators, our flowers, our plants, I mean, we need our bees, we need our butterflies.
I think I have a pollinator bothering me right now.
And you can get those plants here.
Yes, you
So
can. Yes.
Pick them up here and then
Yes.
plant them in your gardens
Yes.
and help the butterflies and the bees.
Right.
And
That's a very popular item. We got a lot in, so people come in and they ask specifically for that plant.
So this Million Garden Pollinator Challenge, folks can learn a little bit more online about getting involved with that.
Yes, they can. You can go on the site, the $1,000,000pollinatorgardens.org.
All right.
And it can tell you everything you need to know about it.
Sure, we'll be sure to get that on the screen.
Okay.
Let's talk about which perennials do attract butterflies, and we do hear a lot about the monarch population really decreasing.
Well, especially, of course, the Asclepias, which is your common butterfly plant. The salvias, there's so many different salvias, and not to forget that there are annuals that also will bring your butterflies in as well. So, they're attracted, to anything that they can get the, pollinate, for the butterflies.
So a little list would be salvia.
Oh, salvia, butterfly weed, the butterfly, the Asclepias, everything that flowers has a purpose to it. So they are going to be attracted to that pretty flower.
Functional and beautiful.
Yes.
And if you can't remember all that too, just stop into the store and talk to an expert, or even give you a call too, because
Yes.
you can
Oh,
listen
yes.
off
Oh,
over
yes.
the phone if somebody
Yes.
wants to know.
I mean, if I just look around, the other one is bee balm. It's extremely popular for
balm.
your.
Oh, that's
it's called a Monardia, but it's a bee balm. It's just there's just so many. Your Echinacеas, which is your cone flowers. That's another one. There's just so many to list. So
And we don't know the fancy names.
no, that's why I called it the bee. People know bee
The
balm.
common names, yeah.
Butterfly flowers,
Yeah.
we'll just say.
Deb, when it comes to the perennials, what do you receive as far as more questions about the hydrangeas, your roses, other beautiful plants?
We'll get a lot of people will ask, what perennial? I want a perennial that's going to bloom all summer, and that's kind of like, okay, well, that's not going to happen. You have to have many varieties of perennials to last all summer, and so that's something where I'll also tell the customer, you might want to add in a few annuals just to give a little more color. Like I said, we have perennials that will bloom at different stages of the summer, which leads me to the hydrangea, which is a wonderful shrub and has been very much misunderstood as far as the volume. The different varieties and what they can do.
These are the kind of big blossoms,
Well,
right?
there's different ones. The favorites that we love selling out here is the Bobo, which is a white hydrangea, but it's a miniature. It's only 2.5 feet. Stays very compact. The flowers start white, turn a pink, and then by September they actually turn kind of like to a burgundy.
Ooh,
So,
pretty.
and your hydrangeas give your garden sun, give your color the rest of the summer. So.
Beautiful.
So I have to ask, what's in your garden? What are your favorites?
Well, hydrangea is number one.
Okay.
Salvia is number two. I love salvia. I love the annual salvia as well as that's one of my go-to plants that I offer to customers is any of the salvia. The Cardona salvia, which is a dark purple stem with purple flowers on it. And what I
pretty.
tell customers, the more you deadhead a perennial,
Yeah.
most all perennials, the more you deadhead them, they will continue to bloom all summer.
And deadheading's taking off the dead ones.
Yeah, taking off, and the blooms will start again.
Well, that's fabulous. Well, thank you so much for teaching us the, between annuals and perennials and how that all offers. Again, this is our go-to girl assistant manager of the perennial tree shrubs, Deb Rines, right here at America's Best Flowers. Come on out and enjoy, and thank you to watching for Girl Talk.
Beauty and styling for Girl Talk provided by the Ultimate Veritas Spa and Salon.